G'day Hoop fans! The NBA G League playoffs have just begun, and we've got 4 of our Aussies battling it out to be G League champion. Let's see how Johnny Furphy, Jack McVeigh, Thon Maker and Taran Armstrong went in their playoff matchups. First up, we've got Johnny Furphy with the Indiana Mad Ants, and the young gun has done us proud. The 4th seeded Mad Ants faced off against the 5th seeded Greensboro Swarm, and walked away with an 120-110 win to advance to the next round. Furph started hot with a sweet 3-pointer from the wing early in the first quarter.
After the Johnson bucket, there's Furphy firing for 3.
Just a few minutes later, he showed his defensive instincts by jumping into the passing lane for a steal, then racing down the court for an emphatic breakaway dunk.
Get ready, cleared for takeoff, Johnny Furphy!
Those early plays really set the tone and showed his two-way value straight out of the gates. He continued to be aggressive throughout the game, using his size and athleticism to finish strong at the rim with several crafty layups in the second and third quarters.
Furphy flies down the floor.
His driving ability kept the Swarm defenders guessing, and he showed great touch around the basket.
The Aussie!
He really turned it up in the fourth quarter when the game was on the line, where he scored 10 crucial points, including a smooth mid-range jumper and a dagger 3 with just over 2 minutes left that put the Swarm away for good. Furphy finished with an impressive 25 points, shooting a red-hot 10 from 15 from the field in his 39 minutes of action. He was deadly from downtown, hitting 3 of his 6 triples, and didn't miss from the charity stripe. Furphy also showed his versatility by pulling down 7 rebounds to go along with that steal, proving he's more than just a scorer. Unfortunately, Furphy and the Mad Ants playoff run came to an end in the conference semifinals against the top-seeded Osceola Magic. Despite the loss, Furph put in another solid performance with 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 blocks in 41 minutes of action. Furphy started strong again in the first quarter, knocking down a 3 and scoring 12 points in the opening frame. He showed off his full arsenal with an and-one layup early on, followed by a smooth running layup later in the quarter. In the second half, he remained aggressive with some impressive finishes around the rim.
Furphy there, just showing you his handles and his size, weaving through traffic with the finish.
What really stood out in this game was his defensive presence, recording a career-high 3 blocks to go along with the steal. Even though the Mad Ants fell short, Furphy finished his rookie G League playoff run with 2 strong performances that showcased why he's a prospect to watch. It was a tough night for our Aussie duo Jack McVeigh and Thon Maker, as their 6th-seeded Rio Grande Valley Vipers fell to the 3rd-seeded Salt Lake City Stars in 129-102 in a lopsided contest. McVeigh had a forgettable outing, going scoreless in his 14 minutes on the floor. He struggled to find his rhythm, missing all 3 of his shot attempts, all from beyond the arc. The forward grabbed just 1 defensive rebound and didn't see much playing time. Maker, the former NBA lottery pick, provided a bit more production in his 14 minutes of action, finishing with 5 points, 5 rebounds, and a block. Thon hit a 3-pointer late in the first quarter.
Maker, deep shot. Make it rain.
And threw down an impressive putback dunk in the fourth, showing flashes of his athleticism.
Thon Maker.
However, he was hampered by foul trouble, picking up 4 personals in his limited minutes. The Stars dominated from the opening tip, building a double-digit advantage that the Vipers could never overcome as the season came to an abrupt end. Our 4th Aussie, Taran Armstrong, had a solid game despite his 4th-seeded Santa Cruz Warriors falling to the 5th-seeded Valley Suns 131-127 in a high-scoring affair. Taz filled the stat sheet with 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists in 33 minutes of action. The point guard showed his hustle with 3 offensive boards and was perfect from the free throw line, hitting both his attempts.
Averaging 8 assists per game, you're right, in just under 30 minutes a game. The Tasmanian.
Taran contributed a couple of crucial baskets in the fourth quarter as the Warriors tried to mount a comeback after trailing as much as 19 points. The Warriors actually managed to build a 10-point lead, but then went cold offensively, allowing the Suns to go on a devastating 13-0 run to retake the lead. Despite Armstrong's efforts, the Suns held on to win by a narrow margin of 6 points.
12-point lead, they were able to fight back and get this victory.
And that's a wrap on the 2005 G League playoffs for our Aussies. Johnny Furphy's Mad Ants made it to the conference semifinals but couldn't overcome the top-seeded Magic, while McVeigh, Maker and Armstrong all saw their seasons end in the first round. Despite the results, it's been great to see our Aussie contingent making their mark in the NBA G League. We'll be keeping an eye on all 4 Aussies as they continue their basketball journeys, whether that's back in the G League next season or making the jump to the NBA. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Aussie Hoops content. Catch ya later!